Hey everyone, welcome back to Roulette Fever. A few days ago, many of you may remember that I came up with a video where we were following the winner on the basis of the outside bets. This time, I've come up with a strategy similar to that, but this time we're gonna follow the winner on the basis of the dozens and columns. But this time the progression is a bit different, and while trying it out on demo, I found out that this was working really fine and smoothly, and I was getting some constant growth. So I thought about sharing it with all of you, and I hope that all of you will like it a lot. So rather than waiting any longer, let's just dive into it. I'm gonna start with the minimum as I like to do very often. So let's do an empty spin at first. And you'll get to understand how this strategy is a bit different than the one that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to put the link of that video on the cards and on the in the description so that those of you who would like to watch that can go ahead and watch it. That one was a really interesting one too. But anyway, so we have 14 here. So this time I'm going to start with the columns. Okay, I'm not going to start with the dozen here. Okay, and yeah, this is the minimum here, so I'm going to start with $1, but you can start with 50 cents or 10 cents if possible. Let's go. And as I was saying, the strategy that I mentioned about, that was also giving us some good returns. That was also working really fine. Anyway, we have a loss, so in this case we have 28, so we are going to chase the winning column here, and we're going to increase our bet size from $1 to $2 on both columns. Okay, so in this case we have kept our betting on that column that where we bet at the beginning, and now we have added the last winning column. Okay, but with increment of one more unit. Okay, let's spin. And I'm gonna tell you what to do if we lose this one too. But fortunately, we didn't lose this one. Okay, so as you can understand, as you can see that we are up by one. So anyway, and this time we're gonna move to dozens. Okay, it is 14. So we're gonna bet on the second dozen with $1. Okay, let's spin. Okay, it's a loss. So again, we're gonna increase our bet size, and we're gonna follow the winning dozen by keeping the bet on keeping our last bet same. I mean on the last betting dozen. Okay, now we have a loss as I was talking about. So this time we're gonna move to the third dozen, obviously, but with an added unit. Okay, this time we're gonna bet with $3 on the third dozen, and this is gonna be our one and only bet for this round. This time we are not keeping the previous bets. Okay, we have lost this one too. So this time we're gonna bet with $4 on here, and this time again we're gonna chase the winning dozen, and we're gonna bet with $4. Okay, let's spin. Great. Now this is the kind of situation that I was hoping would come up, so that you can understand or feel uh, how bad this strategy can go. Because irrespective of which strategy you try, it can go south. It can go really deep in south, so you need to be prepared for that. There are no holy grails. But anyway, this time we're gonna bet with $5. Okay, and this time we're gonna bet on only one dozen. Okay, we're not keeping the bets of our previous dozens. Okay, let's spin. Again, we're gonna follow the process from 5 to 6. Okay, you'll get to understand how you're gonna get back to positives. Okay, so don't worry about that. We just need a few wins. A few direct wins would do it for us. Anyway, this time it's 27, so we can go with the dozens or with the column. So I'm gonna go with column this time, and remember was your last bet. Okay, so you were betting with $6 on each dozen, on second and third dozen. So this time we're gonna come down one step, or if you feel like you can come down two step, okay, two steps too. So I'm gonna come down two steps because the odds will be in our favor. I mean the winning odds, not the betting odds. So this time we're gonna go with $4 because if you win this one, we're gonna win $8. Okay, in total 12, but you know, net $8. So we don't need to bet with $5 here. So we're gonna be looking for wins like this, direct wins. Okay, let's spin. So while in integration, we're gonna come down two step at once, and while in progression, we're gonna increase it by 1 unit at a time. Okay. Now again, we're gonna follow the process. If you find it difficult to understand me, as English is not my first language, I hope the demonstration will give you a better explanation. Okay. Okay, we have a win. Always check your session stats. We are down by 13 still. Okay, but our last bet was with $5 on both columns. So this time we're gonna come down one step and we're gonna bet with $4, but I'm gonna move to dozens this time once again, and we're gonna bet with $4. Okay, and we're gonna be hoping that we get a direct win. Okay, we do have a direct win. This is what I was hoping for. Okay, so now this is 34 and 32. As you can see, both were from the third dozens, the last two rounds. So I'm gonna move to the columns, okay, rather than betting on dozen once again. And yeah, so the last bet was with $4. So I'm gonna move down one more step, okay. So I'm gonna bet with $3 this time, and let's see what happens. Sorry, I should have bet with two. We were going down two unit integration, but wow, fortunately we have another win. Great, but I should have bet with $2. While integration we're going down -2 at a time, and while in progression we're going with +1. Always remember that. Okay, so now it's 19, so I should have bet with $2. So now I'm gonna go back to the base automatically, and yeah, we're in positives too. So yeah, with $1 on the second dozen. And as I said, while I was trying it out on demo, it gave me really good results. So when I say good results, you'll have to understand that I look at both of the perspectives. At first, I look at, okay, let me bet and then I'm going to explain it further. Okay. Yeah. So when I say good results, as most of you know, I emphasize really on the safeguarding zone. I always look for strategies which are gonna keep our bankroll safe. So this strategy was doing that first of all, and then when it comes to the winning, it was giving me gradual but constant growth. So yeah, this has been working really fine. So many of you may feel that, well, this is not going as fast as many of you may have wanted to or wished, but okay, this is fine, as long as we are not going deep into the negatives. Anyway, again, we'll have to move our bets. I mean, we'll have to increase our unit size. Okay, we have another loss. I think yes, we do. So this time with $3. Okay, remember on the third step, we are not keeping the previous bets. Okay, we are starting with a new but with an added unit. That's how we are managing our risk. Okay, we are prohibiting ourselves from going deep into the negatives. This is how we are doing it, and we are hoping that we're gonna get some direct wins. We have a win, I think. Yes, we do. So this time we were betting with $4. So we're gonna come down two steps. Okay, we're gonna come down two steps, and we're gonna be betting on the second dozen with $2. Just risk as much as you need, don't go over that. Okay, so we are again going to follow the process. The main problem while betting with two dozens or two columns is that when you win one unit, and when you lose two. So this kind of progression is gonna save us from that dilemma too. So we have a win. In this case, the last bet was with $3 on two dozens. So we're gonna come back down to the base bet of $1. Okay, and you can see that we're back to zero, not in positives maybe, but it's fine. So it was 35. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see if we can get a direct win. Now at this point of time, I need to tell you, if you feel like following the degradation of one step degradation, you can go ahead and do that. But I like to take a safer approach. If it takes more time, it's fine. It's fine to me. It's fine with me. But if you like to take a faster approach, obviously you can increase the unit size. But I like to do it this way. Okay, we have a direct win. So this time we're gonna move to the first dozen. I don't want to drag this video really long. I just want to give you the idea of this strategy, and then whether to use it or not, it will completely depend on you. That's why I didn't talk about reaching any target while starting this video. It's fine if we get to a target or not. If we get to 2010 or anything like that or not, it's fine by me. Anyway, so again, follow the process. Okay. Okay. You have a loss? I think yes, we do. This is the worst kind of situation that can happen to you while playing with this strategy. But anyway, it's fine. That's why we are following this kind of a progression, so that things never go out of our hands. If we win this one, it will compensate. But even if we don't, which we don't, we're gonna adjust. We're gonna adjust through the progression and through the regression. It's a really slow process, but it will keep your bankroll safe. That's my first priority while coming up with any strategies. There are some exceptions while I come up with some number strategies sometimes. But most of the time you will see that I give more and more emphasis on safeguarding our capital. Anyway, we have a win. Always keep in mind your last bet, which was with $4 on columns. So we're gonna go to the dozens this time with $2. Okay. We are following a two-step down regression. Okay, we have a direct win, I think. Yes, we do. Great. So again, we're gonna come back down to $1 and follow the third column this time. Okay, so follow the process. Yes. Okay, this is the situation which can come time and time again. So decide a target for yourselves and just walk away when you feel like it's taking really long or it's dragging too long. You can always do that. Okay, so again, we're gonna increase it slowly as we have been doing. You have a win, I think. We do. Okay, so we're gonna come down 2 steps and we're gonna bet $2 on the first dozen. Let's see. Sorry, not this one. We have a win. So again, at this point of time, I need to tell you, if you feel like not moving to the columns, from the dozens, you can very well stick to the dozens. Okay, there are no problems in doing that. Remember that always. Okay. So now, as you can see, the last two numbers were same. In a situation like this, I would advise you to, sit out for a round. Okay, sit out for a round so that you can find a fresh number and place your bets according to that. Okay. So it's 9, so I'm gonna move to the anyway. I'm gonna move to the third column, and in this case, I think my bet should have been with $1, but I'm gonna go with two because I don't remember what was the last bet. Maybe three. I think don't remember, but anyway, let's go with $2. Great, it's a win. So again, follow the process properly. You can increase your bet size anytime you want to. And I think and I hope that most of you, or I should say all of you, have understood this strategy already. So I'm not going to drag this video any longer. Let's see if we can get some wins and I'm going to call it off. I was getting to 20, to 10 or 15 very smoothly, but this time it's been a bit rigid, or it's been a bit trickier than the previous rounds that I've tried this strategy with. But anyway, it's fine. I don't like to retake my videos. Whatever it is, it's gonna happen in front of you. So yeah, I know it hasn't been that much exciting, but those of you who have been playing this game for long enough would know that. Okay, would know that a strategy like this is really good because it's gonna keep your bankroll safe, for longer runs. Oh, great, another win. Let's see if we can get to 10. Then that will be a milestone. I know it's nothing, but okay, let's see. If I would have played it with 10, then I could have said proudly, well, I've gotten to 100. But that's not how I do it. My main objective is to make all of you understand the strategy, and that's all. If there was a possibility, I would have played with 10 cents. Loss. So we're going to follow the process. When you are playing with a strategy like this, you don't need to panic. There are no strategies in roulette which is going to give you 100% wins, but with a strategy like this, you can be confident, because you know that you're not letting it slip, you're not letting it go away from your hands that easily. Now, this is a trickiest situation, I think, because again, we'll have to increase, but we're going to increase smoothly. Okay, go to $5 and let's see what happens. We were targeting 10 and we're now down, but it's fine. I'm glad I can show it to you, because you need to have a realistic expectation about each and every strategy. Let's see what happens this time. We have a win finally. Okay, now check your session stats. You're down by -8. So we are gonna come down 2 steps because I like to take a safer approach, but you can follow a -1 step regression too. Okay. 19. So yes, we bet with 6 on 2 dozens. So we're gonna go with $4 on the first column. Let's see if we can get a direct win or not. Even if we don't, we'll be fine. Not a problem. Never panic while playing with this strategy. Keep a strict stop loss, whatever you feel comfortable in. Great. So again, we're gonna follow the process. Let's spin. We have a direct win. Great. So the last bit was with 12, I mean on 6 on 2 columns. So we're gonna come down 2 step. I think it was with 6. Yes, 3 3 6. I forgot. But anyway, we're gonna come down 2 steps, and I forgot which was the last bit. Last one, last bit with 6. Sorry, it was a direct hit. So we're gonna come down 2 steps with $4, and we're gonna bet on a single dozen this time. Yes. Let's see if we can get another direct win or not. I'm becoming greedy. No, we don't. So we're gonna increase our bet size once again. We don't. So again, we're gonna follow the process again with $6. So as you can see, by following a two-step degradation, we are giving ourselves some breathing room. Don't go over 40 as your stop loss. That's what I have in my mind. I'm not gonna go over 40. Okay, we have a direct win. Great. So yeah, again, we're gonna come back down 2 steps, and let's see what happens. It's been a really tricky session, but it's fine. It's fine. We need some direct wins, that's all, and it's gonna be fine. But as of now, we are not getting them. We have a win, I think. We do. So we're gonna come back down 2 steps with $5, this time on the third dozen. It's another loss, so we are gonna increase. And as I said, give a certain stop loss. In my case, I'm playing with 40 as my stop loss. Okay, so if we lose this one, I will call it a session. Okay, we have a win. We have another direct win. Great. So in this case, according to the system, I should come down to $2. Okay, but for the sake, because as you can see that we are deep in negatives, right? So you'll have to be flexible, and you'll have to choose your own betting size if you see yourself down into the negatives and deep into the negatives. So I'm gonna go with $3. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have a win. So I'm gonna go with $3 on the third column. I think I should wait for a round, because two back-to-back nines. There is no harm in staying on the sidelines for a round. Okay, we would have won if we would have placed that bet, but it's fine. I think, yes, I'm gonna go with 3 on the third column. Let's see. This strategy, or this session, I should say, it's taking really longer than I thought of. But it's fine as long as it's not hitting our stop loss. Okay. So we're gonna go with $3 again with the first dozen. Great, zero. I wanted to tell you something more, because when you go deep into the progression, while or when you are betting with $7 on both columns or both dozens, or more than that, try to place $1 as an insurance bet on zero. It will safeguard your position. I have seen this happening time and time again and again. But anyway, so it's zero. So we're gonna do an empty spin. Yeah, 19, 6 and 19. So yeah, we're gonna increase. It's the win. Okay, follow the process. I know it's been really slow. I can understand that. But as I said, my stop loss is 40, okay? And if I'm not hitting that, I'm happy with it. As long as I'm not going deep into the negatives, I still have chances, coming back. Okay, so $3 here. Let's see. We need some direct wins, man. We have another loss. So we'll have to increase our bets. I mean, we'll have to go with a single dozen this time with $5. Keep that stick stop loss, as I said. There is no need to change that. If a system isn't working, it's better to accept it rather than being sorry later on. If I'd have lost this one, I would have called it a session. But we have won with $6. So I'm gonna go with $4, not with $5, but with $4. I'm trying to minimize my risk as much as possible, but at the same time, I need to keep in mind that I'm deep into the negatives. So yeah, and it's quite possible that I'm not gonna win direct rounds. So yeah. Okay, it's a win. So I'm gonna go back down to the $4, not this time to $3. Okay. We have a win, I think. Yes, we do. Okay. So I'm gonna go to $3 this time. Okay. Okay, it's a win. So $3 on the second dozen this time. Okay, direct win. Now this is what I was hoping for in a situation like this. Great. So the last bet was with $3. So I'm gonna go down one step, or what my stats at. Okay, I can go down one step now. $2. Yeah. I'm not desperate. I'm not being greedy here. Okay. I'm trying to be sensible as much as possible. As you can see that we are far away from our stop loss, but we'll have to be logical. This is the best way to play with two dozens and two columns, while you are gonna win once. if you win, and we're going to lose too if you lose. So this is the best way to move forward with a strategy like this while you are playing with both dozens or both columns. Okay, so the last bet was with $3 on both dozens, so on two dozens. So we're gonna go with $2 this time on the third column. We need some direct wins, man. That's all. I don't retake my videos. Otherwise, I would have just stopped this video and recorded it. I would have recorded a new one. I don't do that. If it's not working, I should present it in front of you as it is. First of all, I'm playing on a demo. Many of you complain about that, and I understand that. And as I've said, that after reaching a certain amount of subscribers, I'm gonna come up with my online sessions. So at the top of playing on the demo, if I cut my videos, then what I'm showing it to you? No reality, just tormented form of the good things only. That's not gonna help you while you try it on demo or play with online. I want to show you the reality. Anyway, we have a direct one, so that was great. So yeah, with $4. So this time next bet is gonna be of $3 and on the third dozen. Okay, we have another direct win. Great. We're back in positives, but obviously you can't be satisfied with it. Uh, I'm not also. I'm gonna go with $1 on the third column. I've just tried to show you, with a strategy like this, if you play in two dozen or two column strategy, with a strategy and progression like this, that's gonna keep you in the game for longer runs. As you saw that I didn't need to use my stop loss, and I'm still in the game as long as I'm not hitting my stop loss. Okay, so we're gonna go with $1 on the third column, third dozen, sorry. Okay, again we'll have to increase. Okay, just follow the process properly. It's gonna keep you safe, keep your bankroll safe, even if it's not the most exciting strategy, but this is one of the safest strategy that you can use while playing with two dozens or two columns, because odds may seem in your favor, but your winnings are not in your favor, because you are winning one when you win and you are losing two when you lose. So you'll have to remember that. Okay, and don't panic when you lose back to back two rounds and you'll have to go with a single dozen or with a single column. Don't panic, because the progression is designed in that way. That's going to keep you in the game for longer runs. So yeah, don't panic. I think I played with column or dozens, I forgot, but anyway, let's go with the columns. As you can see, if you win once in two rounds, your chip counts are gonna increase. Okay, we have another direct win. Great. If we get to 10, I will call it a session, because by now all of you have understood the strategy. Okay, and there is no point in dragging this video any longer. If I would have played with $10 in its size, I'd have gotten 200, but it's $1. So anyway, let's see again. As soon as we get close to 10, we are being dragged down. Let's see. We have a win. Great. I'm gonna come down only one step into the regression, this time. I'm gonna go with $3. Let's see what happens. Okay. As I said, that if you win once in every 2 rounds, your chip counts are still gonna increase. So don't panic. Okay. Okay, so the last bet was with $4 on 2 columns. So we're gonna come back down to $3 on the second dozen. Come on, a direct win, direct hit would help us to conclude this video. But it's fine. It's fine by me. I don't know about you. Okay. We're gonna again move to the columns. I know this has been a really, really slow session. I know that. Another win. So as long as we are winning once in every 2 rounds, it's not gonna be a problem. Our chip counts are gonna keep on increasing. Okay. So yeah, the last two numbers have been from the first dozen. At this point of time, you can sit out and play an empty spin. Okay. And I'm gonna do that same. There is no need to. Yeah, I did the right thing, by sitting out because the last two numbers were from the same dozen. So yeah, let's spin. If we win this one, this will be it. But if you don't, okay. I see all of those strategies online, where they just come up with some random numbers videos with high rolling. I've made some videos like that too in my channels, but those videos are really numbered. I don't make lots of those videos because I mainly focus on safety. So yeah, my way of playing the game is a bit different because I believe in long run. Everything about me is long term. But anyway, we're up by 8, and yeah, let's see if we can get a direct win. Then it will be it. But by keeping our destiny, oh my goodness! Just the moment I was saying it, we have a win. Great, a direct win. Anyway, guys, there is no point in dragging this video any longer. So I hope all of you have understood this video, this strategy very clearly by now. If you still have any confusions, let me know about it. I'm generally advised to use +1 progression, okay, and -2 degradation. But if you feel like or see that you are deep into the negatives, you can use a -1 degradation too, okay. And if you go deep into the progression while you are betting with $8 or $9 on 2 dozens or 2 columns, try to place $1 on the zero, okay. That's gonna work as an insurance. So yeah, this was the strategy, guys. I know it's been really slow. Thanks for being patient, and let me know if you would like to make any modifications into the strategy or not, and let me know how it works for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna see you in the next video.